Hello, hi, and welcome back to Learning with Disha. We're looking at growth in plants. In the last video, we have seen plant growth and the conditions required for growth. Today's video is going to focus on how we can measure this growth. Well, growth क्या है? एक increase in the cytoplasmic content of the cell. Can I measure this increase in cytoplasm? Well, directly I cannot. I will have to adopt indirect measures to measure the growth in the cytoplasmic content. How am I going to do that? Well, I can do it by several methods that I have listed here. First is I'll measure the growth in the size, increase in the size. If a cell increases in size, definitely it must be growing. Increase in size includes two things. First, the cell could increase in the dry weight or the wet weight. So what do these two terms mean? Wet weight means the weight of the cell including its water content. The dry weight is the weight of the cell minus its water content. That is when the cell is in a dehydrated state. Let's say you went to the market and purchased some raisins. You would get them normally in a dehydrated form. This would represent the dry weight. Now, when you soak them, you would get the wet weight. The swollen raisins represent the wet weight, the hydrated weight. Now, the second case could be increase in the volume of the cell. An example where the increase in size is used to measure growth is in the case of watermelon cells that can become up to 3,50,000 times in size. So this is used to indicate their growth. Now the second parameter is increase in length. अगर कोई लेंथ वाइज इंक्रीज कर रहा होगा, हाइट इंक्रीज करी होगी, दिस वुड इंडिकेट ग्रोथ. It is observed in the case of a pollen tube. When a pollen grain lands on the stigma of a female flower, a pollen tube emerges that eventually grows in length. So this is another parameter for growth. Now the third parameter is increase in the cell number. We know in the plant the cells continuously divide, the meristematic cells. Now in the case of a maize plant, the root apical cell, that is the meristematic cell present at the apex of the root, it can divide and form up to 17,500 cells. Wow, that's quite a number. Now the last parameter is area. Now if a structure grows in area, it indicates growth. That's observed in the case of a leaf. Let's say we had a young leaf that had a small surface area. Eventually it grew and the surface area increased. So this would be counted as a parameter for growth. So these were the parameters that were used to measure the growth in the plant. In the next video, we're going to talk about the phases of growth in the plants. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel.